All right, y'all, let's go. My one. And whether... Good morning, everyone. Today is the start of the last full week of this fall semester, which is crazy to say, but after this week, we just have Thanksgiving and then dead week where we don't have any rotations anymore, and then finals week where we don't have any classes. So this is our last full week, and man, I am ready to get it done with. I'm ready to get it started. Yesterday, I have just been not sleeping enough. I think this semester has really taken a toll on me. So usually on Mondays and Wednesdays, which by the way, hi, good morning. It's Monday morning. It's bright and early. And this week we are doing a full vlog week in my life because, you know, to honor the last week of the fall semester, I feel like we have to. And so usually on Mondays and Wednesdays, I start my day by going to the gym at 5:30 a.m. and then I go for a run. But I am trying to give myself a little bit of sleep, a little bit of grace, and just actually enjoy the end of this semester. So I am not going to the gym this week. I'm just running. So it is a bright and early 6:58, which is kind of sleeping in for me. I just woke up a few minutes ago at 6:45, but we're about to go for a little 5-mile run to start off the mileage for this week, and I'm excited. It is 46 degrees outside, which is, yes, a little frightening, but that is warmer than last week, so that's okay. But yes, y'all are going to come along with me. I did not do a Sunday reset yesterday, so today is going to be a little bit haphazard doing some of those tasks. If you can see behind me, my bed and my room are obviously a wreck. So we are going to be folding some laundry today. We're going to be stopping by the grocery store today. We're going to be making some meals today. And yeah, so let's go warm up and then go on a run in this cold weather. That's my one. The river looks so gorgeous this morning with all the fall leaves and all the colors. Oh my gosh. That's mine too. And I just found this little thing that I'm running on recently. I didn't even know that it existed, but obviously in Tuscaloosa we have this big river and there's a dam right here. And this is like a lookout point over the dam. So I'm about to have to turn around on this bridge, but I wanted to come show y'all because it's so pretty. Look at all that water. Holy cow. So pretty. So cool. All right, 3 miles to go. That's 3, that's 4, and that's 5. Now I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna drink some chocolate Fairlife because I think that's the only thing I have in my fridge right now. And that'll give me some protein to mitigate any, muscle loss damage. And then we're gonna hop in the car. We're gonna go to the grocery store and we're gonna pick up some eggs. We're gonna pick up some fruit, probably some strawberries and bananas. And we're gonna get some Eggo waffles because that is what I've been loving right now. And I've been watching Stranger Things, so it's kind of perfect. So let's go do that. And yeah. All right, y'all, I ate breakfast, I showered, and now it is time for us to go to campus. So we're gonna walk to campus. It's a pretty day. It's actually 60 degrees, so a good temperature. And it takes us about it takes us a good while because it's a mile to campus, so it'll probably be a 25-minute walk. So we're gonna go there now. We have 2 classes today. We have biochemistry and then we have clinical nutrition. So we're gonna go to both of those classes. And I just can't believe that this is the second to last week of classes. This is our last week of rotations, second to last week of classes, and I'm really excited about it. And on Wednesday, we don't even have biochemistry. So this is one of our last biochem classes, which is so exciting. But yes, it is an absolutely gorgeous day, as y'all saw on my run. And yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna walk to campus, gonna listen to some lectures, and I'll probably see y'all after class.
So the primary function of all those electrolytes is to maintain the fluid balance and the electrolyte balance of our body. All right, so later when we just quickly go through the slides of sodium and
The most beautiful day.
Break me.
All right, y'all, just got done with classes and now I'm walking across the quad to go clock in at tutoring. All right, y'all, we have made it to my tutoring room, so I'm about to get set up and get comfortable because we're here for the next 4 hours, which is awesome. Honestly, like, I love this job so much because especially towards the end of this semester, people canceling their tutoring appointments has become a lot more frequent, which means I have a lot more time to like work by myself, because basically how it works is if nobody shows up to my appointment, like if I have a no-show or if somebody cancels, then I have drop-in hours, and I have some drop-in hours anyways, like that I'm just not scheduled to have anyone. So either my students or like if somebody else just like random that I've never met before wants to come in, learn about biology, then they can during those hours. But it's really nice because then if nobody comes, I get to just work on my own stuff. And I kind of have a feeling that's how it's going to be for the first part of today, because I just got my first session canceled, so nobody's coming, which means that they usually are here every week, so usually nobody drops by in the first little bit, obviously, because I'll be seeing a student. And so this means that I'll just get to kind of like work on what I was just working on in class for the next little bit. And I was working on my assignments in class, which I was actually just talking about to my fellow classmates, because it's kind of sad because our classes are so busy and we have so many things that we have to do in them that it really like takes away the time and energy and ability to pay attention in the actual class. So it's like I'm paying for this information, I'm paying to be in this class, but I can't even focus because I'm doing the assignments for it. But I digress. I was doing work in class and now I'm about to be doing work in here, but it's good. It's also a little focus space because like it's kind of like the library. Like I just get to like sit and focus, and yes, so I always come really prepared. So I had my lunch in here earlier, and then I also have some little snacks. So I have banana GORG. I have the rest of this Pringles can. This was a impulse purchase this morning at Publix. I'm not usually a Pringles girl, but I decided to get them because the top closes really easily and it's not like a big bag of chips, and I couldn't find like a small bag. And I didn't really plan ahead this week for meals, as we know, because I didn't do a Sunday reset yesterday. And then I also had some leftover Oreos, and I already ate some of those. And then I have a couple of bars in here. These are my 2 bars of choice that I grew up with. So we have a Nutrigrain bar, strawberry of course, and then we also have a chewy bar, gorgeous. So these are going to be my snacks over the next little bit. I'm not really hungry right now though, because I just had that salad, which actually ended up being really good, and that was from Publix. But my iPad's about to die, so brought my charger. Also have my computer charger, and here are my laptop and iPad right here, as well as my water bottle, obviously, because we've got to be staying hydrated. I have a green theme going on my shirt, the water bottle, the iPad, gorgeous. So I'm about to plug all this in, get started, and get to work. So I'll check in with y'all in a little bit. Okay guys, I have in this last hour finished one part of this discussion board that I have to do, and now I'm gonna have to do the second part. So it's taking me it's taking me a lot longer than I thought that it was going to, because I also have to do, let's see what I put on my little to-do list. I also have to do some calculations for another assignment that I have, and I have to write more on that. That's like a research paper type thing, even though we're using mock data. A lot of the things that I'm doing right now feel a little bit unnecessary. They're feeling like they are just, I don't know, we're doing a lot of research when we've taken a lot of classes devoted to research, and doing research in like clinical classes and food service classes. I know that there's a place for it. I know that it's needed, but we've just done a lot this semester, and like writing this out and having to take the time to find all these articles is really taking a long time when I have like other things that I would love to be like learning or paying attention to, but it's okay. But I have to finish up this research discussion board and then do that research paper, which is going to take some math because I haven't done a T-test since psychology. And then the other thing that I wanted to do, no, those are the only 2 things for today. So I might just get to this one thing. We'll see. I am going to do the second part again, but let me show you this. This just is a little bit silly because, as you can see, basically like the idea behind this is that like my topic is like nutrition support in obesity. And so the like premise of this is that you find 2 different articles. For each article, you have to write each of these things. Now, even just to summarize an article, okay, using your own words and everything, this takes like a lot of writing. And so for me to write out what this study was for, how they actually conducted the study, what happened in the study, the limitations, whatever, and then comparing it to the current guidelines and stuff, I have paraphrased. I've done as short as I can for these things, and this is how long my assignment is. So right now, it's a little over, I guess maybe like a little over a page. And what's silly is that our professor was standing up there earlier in the week and saying that this whole thing just needed to be a little paragraph. Just needed to be a little paragraph. And also, according to her, a paragraph is 2 sentences, but we don't need to talk about that. But as you can see, this is quite longer than a paragraph. In fact, my whole methods part itself is a paragraph, and then the results is its own paragraph, and et cetera, et cetera. So anyways, that's what I'm working on right now. But I'm about to have another student to tutor for biology, and so I'm going to do that, and then later today, or like in my last hour of the shift, I have drop-in hours, so if nobody comes, I will try to work on the second part of this, but it's just feeling like I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff, so it's okay. Gonna try to just work through it. I'm gonna really take that to heart, a paragraph, and maybe try not to stress as much and just like go get it done. Because that was me for just an hour, just being like, okay, just put words on the page, put words on the page, whatever it says, and turn into that. So that's what I'm about to do, and I will see y'all later if I get another break, or I'll see you when I get off. I still have not been able to get over that the sun is literally setting right now. It's like 4:50, and it's gonna be pitch dark when I leave here, but we'll see. Okay, y'all, it is past 6, and it is deeply dark now, so I'm gonna walk home, and boy, do we have a night ahead of us, because I have to make dinner, okay, and that's gonna take a good minute, which I need to text my roommate and ask if she can preheat the oven, because I need to cook, of course. Okay, so I actually stopped the vlog to text her because I knew that I would forget, and now it is actually like super dark. I'm walking on the quad, I have my flash on, and yes, so I have to make dinner, I have to pack because I need to drive to Birmingham tonight, which is an hour-long drive, and right now I'm walking home 1 mile, so it's gonna take me a mile walk home, and then I've got to make dinner, and then I've got to pack, and then I've got to go to Birmingham, and then I've got to finish this discussion when I get there. And the reason I have to go to Birmingham right now tonight is because I have my rotation tomorrow morning at like 6:30 a.m., which is in Birmingham, and I'm fortunate enough that I can drive like tonight instead of tomorrow. But anyways, we have a night ahead of us. But look how pretty Denny Chimes is in the dark. Isn't he gorgeous and beautiful? And you can't really see it from here, but the library is also pretty beautiful. But we're coming to the side of the quad that actually has lights. What I was just walking on was the lampless side. But now we're going back towards the light and onwards. Okay, I did not indeed clean my room today, so we're gonna be kind of looking for scraps, packing up to go to Birmingham right now, but it's okay because we only need 1 night's worth of stuff. And earlier this morning, I already took out from my laundry pile my scrubs, which are not folded, so these will go in. I need a long sleeve, and then I need running clothes for tomorrow afternoon because I need to run before it gets dark, but after I get off because it'll be too early for me to run in the morning. So running clothes, scrubs, extra clothes to go home in. And I think that's it, so let's pack. This bag that I've been using smells kind of horrific because every time I pack, I put 2 pairs of shoes in. I have my non-slip shoes that I have to wear in my facility every day, disgusting. And then I have my running shoes, and these non-slip shoes have been in here for too long because I wore them just Friday, and that's okay. But my pack, maybe it's not a hack, my hack for packing is that I use like plastic grocery bags to put all my different outfits in, so then I can just like pull that out, know that everything is in there and good to go. Because the amount of times that I've packed an outfit and then not pack socks or something is a problem. So I just put it all together in one bag and then stuff it all into this backpack. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, y'all, it is officially time to drive back to Birmingham. It is now let's see, 7:30. So it took me half an hour to walk home, and then it took me about an hour to pack, make dinner, and talk to my roommate. And so now at 7:30, I'm gonna drive home. I'll get back to Birmingham around 8:30, and then I'm probably gonna work on my assignment and crash out. So if I don't see y'all later tonight, good night, and wish me luck on this drive. Good morning, everyone. Guys, thank goodness I drove last night, because this morning I am feeling tired. I woke up at 6, I got ready really quick, and now I am in the car and about to go to my facility for my food service rotation because it's Tuesday. And oh my goodness, yes, tired, running a little bit late, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, and everything's gonna be fine. And yeah, let's get this day started. All right, it looks like breakfast is not quite ready to be served yet, which means that I am just going to go off of some of the sheets that just came from the printer and put in some of these late tray orders. Also, not really sure where my preceptor is, but I'm just going with the flow and doing what I think that I should probably be doing right now. So we'll see if, I don't know if she's not here yet or if she's just walking around somewhere, but sometimes that's just how it goes, and you're just preceptorless for a little bit. One thing I've been doing at work when I have like a weird little amount of free time where I can't do assignments is practicing jumping. I'm trying to get strong bones in these few years before I turn 25. My bone density starts going down, so I'm practicing my jumps. All right, it's 7:40, breakfast is served, and I'm already ready for a snack. But I think I'm gonna try to hold out until maybe 8 o'clock to eat one of mine. But in the meantime, I'm gonna plop down and I'm gonna write out the units for lunch. I'm loading trays, and I literally cannot get over how freaking cold it is in this kitchen. It's literally like torture. I'm sitting here freezing. I wish I had a scarf or a hat or something. These days are just riveting. They just, you know, so mentally stimulating. At least I'm getting a little workout in, scooping all this dang ice. All right, I've done all the trays, and now I'm back in the office, and I'm going to look for, I'm going to look for the tube feed list so that I can print those out. La 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 la, patient labels, print. So I can get those, and then we can send those up for lunch, even though like those people only need those like once a day because it's just like constantly hanging. So I'm gonna get this off the printer, and then we're gonna go get some tube feeds. All right, y'all, I got all of my stuff here done, like as much as I could, as quick as I could, so I could work on my assignments. And now I'm kind of at like a like stopping place with my assignments where I'm just like kind of brain dead and I don't want to do anything else. And it's almost lunchtime, so maybe the lunch break will help. But also my preceptor's not here today, so she can't help me with my assignments. So I'm like debating if I should just go home early and like see if that's possible, and if I can just like do stuff at home, because I really do have a lot of stuff on this presentation, on this paper to get done with. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, y'all, it's lunchtime, and I'm so excited, but I'm also sad because I just realized that my favorite dessert in the world, which is this brownie. This brownie is the most delicious thing ever. It's so warm and gooey and just yummy. And this might be the last time that I ever have it, because they only have it on Tuesdays. And this is my last week here. And so I'm really sad. I'm gonna have to really treasure this and, you know, make some brownies at home in my future. But I'm about to eat this, which is really exciting, and I'm really hungry. This is my current progress of how the slides are looking. I've basically just got like a half of my literature review done, maybe more than half. And then all I did was I just set up the other slides that I'm gonna need and what I need to put on them. So y'all will see the progression of this, because this is due like in video format. Like I have to video myself like talking about this by tomorrow night, so y'all are gonna see tonight. Hopefully this will be most of the way done. but I'm not sure. I might have to really crank it out tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon, but this is where I'm at so far. And also right now it is about 1:30, which means I have about an hour and a half till I go home. But today's been pretty good because I've just been able to kind of like work on this, and I haven't really done that much in the kitchen today, which is really the first day that I've done that, and it's been kind of a big relief since I have so many assignments due tomorrow night. All right, y'all, I am free today. I am done. Only 2 days of food service left, and now the next time y'all see me, I'm gonna be in my running clothes, hopefully running. Mile 1, mile 2, turn around at 2.5, mile 3, mile 4, and I am so glad that it is not too chilly outside. We had our little cold spurt, and now it's back to warm again, though I'm not counting on that sticking around. And look how pretty that is. Oh, I really do like fall sometimes. Literally gorgeous. All right, y'all, it's approaching 5 miles and it's getting pretty dark outside. So I'm about to go back to my home in Birmingham, and then I'm gonna get in the car and go back to Tuscaloosa as soon as possible. But I'm kind of scared because the traffic that I just saw getting on the interstate looks pretty gnarly, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it. But right now we're just gonna get to 5 miles and then take the next step. It is indeed pretty dark outside now, but I made it back and it's about, I don't even know what time it is. It's about 5 o'clock on the dot, and wow, the sun set faster than I thought it was going to. If you can hear, my cat wants food, so I'm gonna feed her dinner. And then I'm gonna get ready to drive back to Tuscaloosa. Yippee! Y'all, I am in like nearly standstill traffic right now, and I have been for like 40 minutes, and I have to say the worst thing, like this is the worst thing about commuting, is that I am hungry, and I thought that I was gonna be home by like 6:30, like 6:15, and it's already 6 o'clock and I have barely made it out of Birmingham, and that is so frustrating, and it makes me so jealous of the girls in our cohort that are in Tuscaloosa for these rotations, because like I know that it's like the luck of the draw, and I know that I'm lucky because I obviously like can stay at my mom's house in Birmingham sometimes, but like this is ridiculous. Y'all, I just got home. It's 7 o'clock. I'm over it. I will probably see y'all in the morning. The pasta is about to help very, very much. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday and the sun is about to rise in about 10-15 minutes, although it looks pretty cloudy, so I'm not quite sure how bright it's gonna get. But today I'm going to run on campus, and I woke up last night I went to bed at like 8:30. I was so exhausted, and I didn't set an alarm, so I woke up naturally at like 5:30 because I had gone to bed so early. And so I woke up and I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and go on our run, get it done, so then in my shower I can wash my hair, because let me tell you, it desperately needs to be washed, and that's always a production and takes a long time. So that's basically my plan for this morning. Also, mark my words, I will be going on a slower run today. Yesterday I was definitely going faster than I meant to be, but it was because I had so many texts, group chats blowing up, I had multiple phone calls just about school, about assignments, about funny stories, like things that had happened yesterday, which is really fun to get to catch up with my friends like that. But oh my gosh, I was like working away, and then I was getting worked up or like getting excited, so then I was running faster. So this morning we're actually running in 7.2. We're actually running with a 120, 130 heart rate, and we're not gonna go too fast, okay? Also guys, they've put the Christmas lights up, which means I am officially a happy girl. Passing by the strip right now, and though I will not be at Wine Wednesday tonight, you best your butts on Dead Week after Thanksgiving I will be there, because it will be the last one of the semester. And look at their Christmas decorations. I haven't even gotten to enjoy them yet. Also, the frats are decorated for Christmas, but it looks like their Santas are dead. The Santa is alive and well. Uh-oh guys, I'm having flashbacks to Saturday. Hopefully the Eastern Illinois game can kind of boost the spirit of our guys, because boy, that homecoming game was rough. Just hit 1 mile, and there is Denny Chumps to meet us. King, we'll see him later when we walk home from school too. It's truly so beautiful when everything on the quad and like on campus is actually covered in leaves. Like, not covered, but you can tell it's fall. You can tell. That's 2. And y'all, even though my pace was slow, my heart rate was dang sure up, because that hill just killed me a little bit, but onwards. That's 3. That's 4. I'm just in awe of how pretty the Riverwalk always is. Like, oh, just gorgeous. All right, y'all. That's 5. I have to tell y'all, I'm feeling so drained today. Like, that run was so rough for I don't know why. I don't know if it's because there's a little humidity in the air. I don't know if it's because, like, yesterday I ran a little faster than I was supposed to and didn't really get enough rest because I ran this morning instead of this afternoon, but I can't run this afternoon. This is the only option. I don't know if it's because I'm feeling sick. You know when you wake up in the morning and you just like know that you were sleeping with your mouth open, or like you wake up and you can like feel drainage in the back of your throat because you're like sleeping on your back? That's what I woke up feeling this morning, and so my throat was like kind of weird feeling, and then it hasn't really gone away, which is a little bit scary because that leads me to believe that I might be coming down with a sickness. And I've only gotten sick once this semester, and I feel like in college I get sick at least twice each semester, so maybe this is my second time, but I'm gonna have to formulate a game plan. And the other thing this could be, besides sickness, besides not recovering enough, besides, I don't know, is just stress. But I seriously don't know why. Like, I was running at the speed of a snail pace. I was running so slow and my heart rate was like up. So that was kind of scary. That kind of leads me to believe that I might be sick or just not recovered. But I've also been really stressed with these assignments. So gonna make a game plan, and I think that game plan is gonna be drinking as much water as I can today. I think I'm gonna make a goal of like 4 hydro flasks, so that's, I have a 32 ounce, so that should be like a good amount. And then I think I'm gonna try to just like sit in my bed until class and work on these assignments, try to get them knocked out of the way and just like relax. And I'm also really gonna try not to stress myself too hard because like everything's gonna be fine. Just gonna chill, just gonna relax, gonna hydrate, and it will pass over. And next week is Thanksgiving, so I'll get a little bit of rest then too. Okay guys, it's a few hours later, and basically I got home from my run. So I left for my run at like 6:10. I got back from my run at 7:20, and then I made breakfast and I showered, and then I was done by 8. And then from 8 until it's now 10:50, so almost 3 hours, I've been sitting right here in my bed working on this food service assignments, this paper, and then this presentation, and I've gotten a pretty far way, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I've also drinking a whole hydro flask by now. My mom would probably be mad. I think you say that drunken. I've drunken a whole hydro flask right now, so I'm about to go refill it, but that's one done. 10:50. I feel like I'm a little behind, but it'll be okay. I have the oven preheating because I'm gonna make lunch. Gonna do some broccoli and tacos before we go to class, because actually our first class of the day got canceled today, our biochem class, because she's really awesome, and when she has assignments due, like a clinical application assignment, she will not have class, so we can just work on that. And I haven't done it yet, but I'll do it later today. But so none of that class, so we're just going in for our clinical nutrition class, which is where we learn all about the different disease states and stuff like that. So that one's coming up, but first I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go pee because I've been drinking a lot of water. I'm going to fill up my water bottle, make lunch, and then we're going to go to class. But it's actually pretty warm today. It's almost up to 80 degrees. I think partially because of the humidity and partially just because of, I actually don't know. It's Alabama. It's always weird. But I think I'm literally about to be walking up to class in a t-shirt and shorts because that's literally what I'm wearing. And I'm going to have to bring sweatpants for when I walk home because it'll probably be a little cooler. And I have to bring a sweater because I have to present this presentation on Zoom and like record it to upload, and I have to be dressed business casual, so I'm gonna have to bring a little sweater to wear. So my backpack is gonna be full, but I won't have to bring my lunch because I have time to make it here. But yes, that's the plan. That's what we're doing. My throat's still feeling a little bit weird, but like I think it helped to just like sit and rest for a while. So let's go. Also, I washed my hair, and like, how good does this look? I never know how it's gonna turn out, like genuinely. Every single time I do my hair, it's completely different. And all I did today was like scrunch it. It's not even completely dry, that's why it's not like huge out to here. But I just let it air dry like on my pillow, and it looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that. Whenever it fully dries and before we leave, I'll like flip it over, flip it back, and like shake it around, and then it'll really be good. But yeah. Oh my goodness, let me tell y'all, you did not get to come along with me for the 1 mile walk to school, and you did not get to come along with me to class. However, I wish that you did, because oh my goodness, not only was everybody in there like so dead, like I feel it, because like this is the last hard day of the semester. I feel like this is the last hard week, and the girls who are doing their clinicals right now, because I did mine the first half of the semester, they are struggling. Like I'm struggling and I'm not in it right now because of the food service assignments that we have on top of what they have to do. And oh my gosh, like everybody in there was dead. The professor was like talking and everybody was just staring at their computer screens because everybody had other stuff to be working on, and including myself. And like at the end of class, she was like, okay, do you guys want me to like cover this section really quick, or do you just want to go home? And everybody was just silent because I think everybody was so dead, zoned out, tired. And again, like me too, like I get it. And also, guys, I found out, you know how this morning I was literally like, my heart rate was up during my run. I woke up this morning and my throat was feeling kind of scratchy. I learned this morning that some of my classmates are sick, and they were feeling these exact same symptoms on Monday, and now they feel even worse, which means that I am indeed sick, which is so upsetting. But I did refill my water bottle, so now I've downed 64 ounces of water. Now I'm on my third Hydro Flask. I'm gonna drink that up, but oh my gosh, that really stinks right before Thanksgiving, but it's okay. But it was an interesting class, and then we left class, and I think all of us were talking like all the way across campus walking, because there's just so much to yap about. Our assignments, our professors, the whole 9 yards. So interesting indeed. But yes, I have now pulled up to my tutoring room, and it's actually kind of hot in here, so I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt. But I do not have that many appointments today, so that's good, because I really need to film the video of me presenting this presentation. So I'm gonna need to do that. And left to do today: finish my presentation, finish my paper, film me presenting my presentation, take the 1 hour food service questions, math questions quiz, and then do my biochemistry clinical application assignment. Oh, and I need to reply to 3 different people for the clinical nutrition discussion board post that everybody posted yesterday. That's a lot of things that I don't want to do. But again, I will repeat it. I repeat it. This is the last hard day, and that's what I'm going to keep telling myself for the next 6 hours, because it's about 2 o'clock right now. So I was just in class from like 12:30 to 1:45. It's 2 o'clock, and I'm just about to grind it out. I'm about to work. I'm about to make some money. I'm about to grind it out on my assignments, and it's going to be a good afternoon. So that's what we're doing. And I'll check back in with y'all later. All right, y'all, this is what we're looking like now. I have finally finished both the paper and the presentation. So on the paper side, it's turned out to be about 11 pages. So we have the abstract, the background. I won't bore you guys, but I will say that it took me a while to figure out how to do this little figure right here, this little t-test. And then I also had to come up with another table here and do my conclusions. I never would have thought I would be doing this much research being a dietitian, but here we are, and I'm now really good at looking for random references. And then I basically just put the same information in here. So it's only 15 slides, but it looks something like this. So I'm about to present all of this, do my literature review, put the results of the study, and yes, it was all mock data, so nothing too difficult. But first, I'm going to actually read through the paper to make sure that it's totally done, and then also read through the PowerPoint before I actually present. Okay, guys, it is about time to film this video, and you have to be dressed business professional, or business casual, sorry, or you'll get 5 points taken off your grade. So I had to bring a sweater with me to campus today, but kind of good because it's cold in here, and the sweatshirt that I was wearing wasn't really giving. So I'm going to put this on, and then I don't know, I might have to put my hair back a little bit because it's not looking too professional right now. And actually, like I told y'all, it was so humid today. It is frizzed up, like crazy frizzed up. So let's see if we can just do a little pullback action. We had to do a lot. If you saw my food service vlog, like my last one, my day in the life of food service, y'all will know that we have to do a lot of stuff for this class. This like non-rotation class, we have to do a lot of video type assignments, which is really interesting because obviously, I don't know, that's not what I would think about food service, but anyways, gotta do what the class says. So not looking super fresh, but the good thing is it'll be like Zoom, so I'll be like that big on the screen because it just has to show me a little bitty corner while I present. So yes, let's open it back up. And I feel like I need to just like, wake up. I feel like I might need to do like my jumps like I was doing yesterday because like I just need to like get in the like presenter mood. Like, okay, yes, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you and welcome to my presentation. Today, I'm going to be talking about the effects of oral nutrition supplement consumption. Actually, that's backwards. I'm going to be talking about the importance of delivering the correct... You see what I mean? I'm not there. I'm not all there right now. It's not all happening, but it's got to happen because I have to get this filmed and I have to upload this as an unlisted video to YouTube that you guys will not see because embarrassing unless you want to, but for now it'll be unlisted. And then I have to upload it to Blackboard, which is like the site that we use for school, so that my classmates can do a peer evaluation on it. But if you want to learn about this, it's literally mock data. Like, it's not even a real study. It's mock data on the effects of the correct oral nutrition supplement flavor on patient consumption. And you guessed it right, the patients that did not get the flavor that they wanted didn't eat it. And guess what? I'm a chocolate girl. If I did not receive chocolate, if I received a vanilla Ensure Max, I would not be drinking it, and that's just the truth of it all. So, you know, I got that it was statistically significant, but again, it's mock data, so let's just get into it. I'm going to do this little presentation, and we're going to get it over with. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going to do some jumps, and I'm going to get into it. And also, I'm doing pretty good on this water, if y'all can hear. I feel like by the sound, it sounds like around here-ish. So that means I'm doing pretty good because this is water bottle number 3 and my goal today was 4. Also, I'm pretty sure, what is that? 32 ounces times 4. This is about to be embarrassing if I try to do this math, actually. Maybe I should just do it on, hold on. I can do this, actually. You know what? Look at this, a little math test on my little whiteboard. Let's see. Oh, that's not even a 3. Didn't even write down a 3. 32 times 4. Let's see. First, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is... Wait, guys, that was literally so easy. 120 ounces, which that's actually a great question of how many ounces... Guys! I will have drinking a gallon of water today. 1 gallon. Ooh, it's supposed to be like a jug of water. Wow, that's incredible. I'm genuinely not of the belief that everybody should drink a gallon of water every day, but I do think that when you're sick and your body really needs hydration, that is when I think it's okay to try to drink a gallon of water a day. But my throat is just not feeling good. Like, I've yawned a couple times and it hurts so bad, and so I'm hoping that this is just gonna like knock it out. And I'm going to try to get some miso soup on the way home. Miso soup. And, yes, that's the plan. So, anyways, enough with my silly math. You guys probably all were like, that's so dumb. Like, you know what 32 times 4 is, but it's okay. Because I'm just practicing. Getting better. I'm a college student. Higher education. Yes. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to do some like, wake up. And then I'm going to film this. And I'll see y'all after. And whether it has any relation to a patient's desire to supplement flavor. All right, y'all, I've worked some more. Well, I've started on this other thing due for food service tonight, which is like a quiz on, oh my gosh. It's a quiz on food service calculations, which I suck at. Thankfully, it's not timed, and thankfully you can like pause and start, but I'm not getting like exact answers, which is like worrying me, but I'm not very good at calculations. And sorry, I'm putting on, I don't know if I gave context, I'm putting on my sweats because it's about to be like 70 degrees and I'm gonna be cold. But I putting on my sweats. But I'm doing this quiz, and like even though it's not timed, it kind of is because what's it called? Well, I have to wait, what? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm brain dead. Because tonight I have to drive back to Birmingham because I have to be at my facility at bright and early at 7 a.m. tomorrow again. And so I need to like go home and get dinner and then drive home. And then I really think I'm going to be so tired. Like, I'm so tired. My throat is tired. Everything about me is tired. And the fact that I have to finish this and do another clinical application assignment for my biochem class is really not very encouraging, perhaps is the word. But it's okay. I feel like this is just funny because I did, like, the last, like, week in my life that I attempted ended up being, like, my last week of clinicals, and it was, like, a total breakdown, and this is, like, the last week of food service and the last full week of the semester, and I fear that you guys are seeing me unravel yet again, but hey, what am I if not real and raw? So y'all are getting the full experience. So now it's time for me to get out of here, and I guess I'll just have to finish, like, the quiz, y'all, like, the start and stop quiz is, like, 24 questions that are, like, multi-parts, and I'm not good at math. I'm really not. One time I had a teacher. It was actually, I don't know if it was a guest teacher or a substitute teacher, but one time I'm one to raise my hand in class, especially because, like, if I think I know the answer and everybody else is being quiet, I'll raise my hand. So there's one class where we were doing math. It was a food service class like 2 years ago. I raised my hand, get the answer wrong, raise my hand, get the answer wrong. Finally, this guest teacher I raised my hand for one question. He goes, I don't think we need to hear from you again. Guys, I've never been more embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. Like, I'm just never going to talk again. But this is your sign to never let anybody hold you down like that, because guess what? I'm doing math now. I don't know what grade I'm going to get on it, but I'm doing it. And you can do it too. So don't let anybody hold you down because you're awesome. So, yes, let's go and get some sushi. All right, y'all, we are back from tutoring. I walked the mile home. I got my agent. I got my sushi. It was so delicious, and now I am pumping gas, sadly. I super regret to inform you and myself that I am out of gas. And it's funny because every time I'm in the car and I'm about to run out of gas, I'm like, oh, like, I'll just do it next time. And then next time comes and I'm like, why didn't I just do it? Why didn't I just do it when I knew it was going to be out? I don't know. But as the day has gone on, the energy has been going downhill. The throat is not feeling good. So TBD on how the rest of this week is going to go, or the rest, because I just have rotations left. But that's pretty much the gist of it. And I don't see y'all again tonight. I'm going home to Birmingham. I have 1 hour left, and yeah. All right, y'all, wish me luck on the rest of this drive, and wish me luck on pumping my gas. I've got an hour to go, and then I'll be home. All right, good morning, y'all. It is the next day. It's Thursday, and listen, I'm not feeling amazing today, but I did wake up feeling okay, and that's all that I could ever ask for. I did drink a gallon of water yesterday, and I'm going to try to again today, but I don't know quite how feasible that is at the hospital. But I'm gonna try to just stay more in the office today, do some more paperwork. I can't believe this is my second to last day of food service ever. And also, even talking right now, I'm like, my throat doesn't feel that bad. I just drank a lot of liquid for breakfast. I had like a whole glass of like Fairlife chocolate milk for my protein, and then because I really didn't want eggs, and then I had a whole glass of orange juice, and then was also drinking out of my water bottle. So I am like hydrated. But we're gonna head to the hospital for my second to last day of food service ever. Let's do it. Okay, y'all, it's 10:45, one bottle down, and I've gotten a lot of assignments in today, which I'm really proud of. I've got a lot of information for them, and I just gave my preceptor my final evaluation for her to fill out either today or tomorrow, so that is how today is going. But I am feeling pretty tired, but first water bottle down, about to go fill it up for the second time. For the first time, refill. Second water bottle. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm ready to go home.
This is so cute.
Alright, y'all, the rest of this day could not have gone better because they were having a chili cook-off, which I did not even know about, but I got to go. I got to try our chef's chili, which was so delicious. He made a vegan chili, which is so up my alley, and it was literally so good. Like, I had so many cups of it. This was basically my lunch for today, and it was so fun. And then after that, I got to go back to the office and do a little personal project for my preceptor, both making some personal Christmas cards for her and also some to go on the trays during Christmas time that say Happy Holidays. So this is me making those, and genuinely, I like being creative, so this is definitely up my alley. But I was so sad because this got basically destroyed. I couldn't find it in my Canva, but this is what it looked like before it was gone, and it was so cute. All right, y'all, we are done for today. All right, y'all, Thursday is done, which means I only have one more day ever of doing food service, which is incredibly hype and incredibly exciting. Okay, guys, for dinner, I got one of my favorite things, which is one of my favorite poke places in my hometown. I got salmon with cucumbers, and I'm so ready to eat it. And the best thing about it is the fries with the spicy mayo, so I'm about to indulge. All right, everyone, let's go to my last day of food service ever. I am so excited. All right, y'all, I literally cannot believe that this is the last time that I'm gonna be driving to this hospital, but at the same time, I'm so excited because honestly, like, food service is not that glamorous, and it's definitely probably the least fun rotation that I've had, especially working in the kitchen in the hospital rather than like with the dietitian at dining, like at Bama Dining. But nonetheless, it has been really fun, and it has taught me a lot, and I definitely see why it's needed for dietitians to do, because like you see the back end of like if you're gonna prescribe somebody like a Glucerna or like a supplement or a tube feed, you can see what that process is actually like to get that on the tray, and the importance of like, you know, educating people on like how to really prioritize giving them the correct supplements that they need and things like that. And also there are dietitians who work in food service, although to be honest, I don't know really if any of my classmates have a preceptor at their facility who's actually a dietitian. Most people are in like patient management services or like food service managers instead of dietitians. So I'm just kind of assuming that what you're supposed to get out of this is just kind of like the back end of things. But it's been really interesting so far. And those some days do kind of drag, and they do kind of, you know, I don't know. I felt more ready to leave on these days than I have when I was actually working upstairs in my other hospital, doing like, you know, charting and like seeing patients and all that stuff. But anyways, it's been a different but fun experience, and I just can't believe it's my last day. I will say, like, one thing about my facility in particular is my people that work there have been so kind to me, and that has helped so much because I've heard such horrors about food service, such bad things about just having to work on the tray line all day, or like your preceptor forgetting that you're there that day and just leaving without you. And though I do have days or like periods of time where my preceptor either leaves or just doesn't come for the day, I'm still taken care of by the other supervisors, and I can get my hours in. So overall, it's just been a great experience for me, and I'm really excited that this is my last day, and I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that I'll get to go home early, because there was another girl from my program who was here at the beginning of the semester while I was in clinical, so we swapped, and they said that they let her go really early on her last day, so I'm hoping that that is me too, but we'll see. I think I still need to finish these little like Christmas menu or like little Christmas cards that they're gonna put on the trays. But besides that, I think I'm almost done, which is so exciting. Ah! Last day, last day, last day. I have to tell y'all, I'm kind of weird with goodbyes. I don't like them very much. And everybody realizing that it's my last day, I'm like, I would rather everybody think that I'm coming back next week and then later be like, what? She's not. So, I'm having a lot of goodbyes to say, but it's hard because I'm so happy I'm leaving. Happy I'm leaving the place, but the people have been great. But it's time for me to go. And I don't like saying goodbye. This should have been on the DL.
Nobody should know. Nobody should know.
Guys, I'm officially done with my last food service rotation. Not only am I done, but I walked away with the cutest gift bag of shower steamers from Destiny, who is literally, like, y'all, this girl is so sweet. She's helped me so much since I've been here. She's such a G. She let me leave early today, and I am just, like, ecstatic. Like, I couldn't be happier, and I'm just so happy to be done with food service. I'm happy that I had a good experience, and the wind on my face, it feels so good to be outside. I feel like a free woman. Lord, I'm gonna have the biggest margarita tonight. I hope and pray. I love this life. I love this life. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right, y'all, I went home, I changed out of my scrubs, and now I'm about to drive back to Tuscaloosa so that I can be there for the Eastern Illinois game tomorrow, the football game, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited for Thanksgiving, and that was basically a week in my life. I hope y'all enjoyed watching. I hope it was maybe a little bit helpful, and yeah, I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving, and bye.